Is everyone done? Max, you finished? Okay, great. I'll collect it afterwards. All right, so what we're going to do today is we're going to continue in the walkthrough sheets. Those were the sheets.
We did the. Oh, no, what we did yesterday was Rabbi Walter told us to have a rooftop and
Right.
we should study.
Right. So now we're gonna just finish up in the second question and answer in the second sugya from the Gemara, and we're gonna use the walkthrough sheet. So I'm gonna fill it on the board, and we're gonna make sure that we understand the question and the answer. If anyone doesn't have sheets, I
have the sheet.
brought extras.
No, but I don't know where it is. I have it.
Yes, I brought extras for that reason.
Which one is it? Can you find
It's
it?
called Sugya. That's fine. Here, brand new one. Does anyone not have it?
It's printed differently. We already did that.
This one? No, not this one.
Stop here.
No,
Look,
I
Rory
didn't,
is there.
I didn't have the sheet.
Do you not have this sheet?
No, I didn't know where it was.
We already did that.
So,
Here, did you get?
kind of like,
This is. Yeah, that one. Yeah. You have it. This one's just on the top. It's the same sheet. Do you have this sheet?
Yeah.
You did that with Rabbi Watson? Well, we're gonna do it again. Some people did it, some people didn't do it, but it's always good to review. The Gemara talks about someone reviewing 400 times. So, we'll go through the room.
Now do the first one, the student.
Yes.
So I do the first one?
1 second. Does everyone have it out before we start? So that's okay, so we're just gonna review that. Eitan, this will be a first for you, and for everyone else it'll be a review. But we're good, right?
You missed that
Stop.
thing.
Okay, Max. V'kulei alma ad chatzos v'sula'o. So what's,
Everyone has until chatzot and no further.
everyone?
Rabbi Watson doesn't like the word, and it's everyone.
That's why I'm putting a star, because I don't necessarily like it either. That's just a little
Right now, there's
How did Rabbi Wasser translate? How did,
not superstars. Right.
No. That's the last sugya. This is a new thing.
Oh,
This has nothing to do with the superstars.
so
This is,
everyone, because everyone has a shell. Everyone.
that's what I wrote, everyone.
Does everyone?
That's what I wrote.
Oh.
All right, does everyone hold
Has until chatzot and no further.
you can found in so no further. Eitan, do you remember this question?
yes, I did.
Everyone, I'm going to put a star. Everyone means,
Not superstars.
nothing that's in the stars.
Not yet.
It's a
Any
new sugya.
Mishnah,
What does a sugya mean?
sugya means a topic. Any Mishnah or Brisa out there. Eitan, you remember this question? Okay. V'kulei alma chatzos v'sulo, right? Because our Mishnah, how long did our Mishnah say you have to do Shmona Esrei? There was enough.
Hama.
No.
No, chatzot.
So chatzos.
Yeah.
Rabbi Yehuda said a little bit earlier. He said.
So we could say, right when we take a hot shower, we'll be into the day.
Okay, not exactly. We're talking about until how late you have to do Shema Esrei. So Rabbi Yehuda said 4 hours. The Tanakama said 6 hours, chatzos. But right now we're just going with chatzos because that's the later time. So our Mishnah says you only have until Chatzos to daven. But is that true that everyone holds that? Meaning, is there any other source that disagrees with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so V'amar Rav Mari, Breder Rav Huna, Breder Rav Yirmiyah, Bar Abba, Amar Rav Yochanan. You guys are going to translate. Did you translate that?
Rav Mari is on a Saturday.
Right. I'm not going to translate because it's just news. Because I want to get on to the content. Ta'a below his spell Arvis, right? The following is a brisa. Does everyone have that?
Wait, where?
The quotes by Ta'a, we're going to quote a brisa now. Ta'a. So that you can make a note next to it. This is a brisa. Right? Does everyone have that? Brisa, good. Throw it in. Right, brisa next to it. So we know. Good, perfect. Okay. Ta'a below his spell Arvis. What was Ta'a?
That means, oh, I have it here. No, it's not on the sheet.
I think it is on the sheet.
I think that, and go forward.
No.
Oh, and more?
No.
So what?
Ta'a means make a mistake. Right?
Mistakenly didn't dive in
Exactly. If one made a mistake, and didn't daven Marif, perfect, Yosef. It's a little jammed in there. Eitan, you see? One make a mistake and you didn't daven Marif, if one missed Marif, maybe it wasn't such a mistake, but it was an accident. Adam.
Then you have to daven two shmonas raising chakras.
Perfect. Then
But then it goes into why do you say admire? Like
that's the next segment. Then you daven.
You daven two shmonas raising chakras.
Right. Okay, I'm going to chakras twice. It's the same thing. Two shmaras is for chakras or
what about, are you allowed to say a third
Chakras
one if
twice.
you miss Musaf? That's why you have to say two and Musaf.
I have a question.
Because it's,
One second, let me ask Max and then I'll.
It's Rosh Chodesh and you missed the first and the second. Are you and the third?
Right. So Musaf you can actually daven all day. So Musaf you're good.
But that was, but it said,
Okay, you don't-
then it said before that you only Mariv you could daven all day. It said,
Yeah, it doesn't talk about Musaf by us, but elsewhere it talks about Musaf and it says you can daven Musaf all day. So don't even worry about meaning if you miss Musaf and Shabbos, you can do it in Mincha. You might even be able to do it in Mariv. Anyway, because Musaf, we do Musaf after Shabbos and Rosh Chodesh, right?
But could you do Mariv?
Yeah, I think so. I have to get back to you for sure. That's a good point, but I think you can daven Musaf all day. Yosef.
I need to play this out for everyone to understand it. So, if you miss it, you start from Esrei. Then you start it again.
Exactly, yeah.
You can start the second after,
Yeah.
but then you can have Kedusha and you can stop.
Thing is, if you miss Shabbos and then you're going to daven Mincha, so how do you do Mincha? You do Ashrei and then Shmon Esrei. So you're doing Ashrei, Shmon Esrei,
Then Shemona Esrei.
and then you're doing Shabbos. Obviously, if you miss Shema, we're not talking, when we say Shabbos, we mean Shmon Esrei for Shabbos. So if you miss Shema, you have to make up Shema as soon as you can. But in terms of Shemon Esrei, you do one right after the other. It's a little, one second, it's a little funky that you're doing Shemon Esrei and then Shemon Esrei, but that's what it is. Yosef.
Also, let's say, like, it's Rosh Hashanah and the Shemona Esrei is in Musaf is like very, very, very long, as it is. and it happens past 12, so what happens?
This is Rosh Hashanah. If you miss that Shacharis,
If you're not done by Chatzot, because it's so long.
Oh yeah, like Musaf could be really long, and on Rosh Hashanah, the Musaf is
It's a
like
lot
30 minutes.
What about on Yom Kippur?
And you missed 2, and you have to say a mincha, but it's past Chatzot.
these are all great points, but let's make sure that we finish, and then we
Because
can
it's like
talk.
an hour.
We can talk about it later. Shacharis, right? We put Shacharis in quotes. Why? Does anyone remember why we put Shacharis in quotes and we added a star? Because Shacharis here means Ta'al below his follow Shacharis, right? When it said Shacharis, it means if you made a mistake and didn't do Shacharis, Mispal B'min Chashnayim. So if you missed the Shacharis, this is the key.
We wrote for that. We wrote if he missed Shachar, he says 2 Shmoneh at mincha.
That's exactly what we write. 2 Shacharis. Shacharis was all. Okay, so this is the question right here. With the yeah. If you miss Shacharis, then you daven 2 minchas, 2 Shmoneh Esrei at mincha. So this is the question, right? This is a question, it's really a contradiction. Our Mishnah says you have until Chatzos to daven Shacharis. But according to this, if you miss Shacharis and then you end up saying Shacharis at Mincha, right? Because we're saying you do 2 Shmoneh Esrei, one of them being for Shacharis at Mincha, so you end up saying Shacharis later than Chatzos, because Mincha is after Chatzos. So you're davening Shacharis after Chatzos, according to the Brisa, according to the Mishnah. Chatzos is the latest time you can daven Shacharis. So it's sort of like a contradiction. Do we go like the Brisa or do we go like the Mishnah?
I think we go with the Mishnah, right?
So our answer is going to say that, now, it's not really a contradiction. Brisa is referring to one thing, the Mishnah is referring to another thing. Okay? So,
slave
Here, you see that? I already said that.
what?
If you want to, move it back.
Wait till the
Move the text up?
Yeah.
It's fine. I don't want
And
to.
that's
So, does everyone have the Gemara's question? Yosef, do you have the Gemara's question?
No, first we have the
We don't have
answer.
what is Gemara's question. We have
Where's the
that.
first sheet?
It's there. Then we
Same
have.
thing.
No, but I'm using this one. Here we go and then enter Gemara. Then what's the? It's different design than you have.
First one says answer the Gemara.
Yeah, it says answer the Gemara.
Yeah.
And then what's the Gemara's answer? And
So right here is supposed to be, okay, I apologize.
Oh!
So, for the question, you can write
What?
up here, Gemara's question. Explain.
wait, what happens?
You have the,
No, but we have it on the bottom. We have it.
no, that's for the Gemara's answer. You can write the Gemara's question up there.
Wait, what happens if you miss Shachar? So, but I didn't play
And we said you can't make it up any further than that. You have,
Like,
if you miss Shacharis, you daven 2 Shmoneh Esreis at Mincha. If you miss the opportunity to say the double Shmoneh Esrei at Mincha, that's it, you're done.
No, but let's say you forgot to say the at Mincha you forgot to say the Shmoneh Esrei, or you were actually saying it for Mincha, but you only said the one that was actually for Shacharis. Could you say the one for Mincha?
They're kind of both the same. Can you say that at Myra if you need? If you miss, you're supposed to do two shmonos or chakras at mincha. You do only one because you had in mind that one to be the one to make up, and now you have to make up.
Two.
Okay, that's a really good question. Might work. So Yosef.
I still want to hear the
distracting.
question. I still want to hear the question to answer. I meant about on Rosh Hashanah if you missed the first two and then you missed the one, most stuff, and then you missed the one.
We'll talk about it after. It's too complicated right now. I want to make sure we get this. What is the Gemara's question, right?
Wait,
So-
instead of an answer of the
Above that, we're writing the question. If you have the old sheets, we're writing the question above the answer. I apologize, it's not there. If you have the new sheet that I gave out today, it says, where is the Gemara's question?
I mean, I have the sheet, but I don't want to like mess my whole way.
This is the old sheet, right? So you're gonna write the question on top.
Which one should I do it on? Because I don't want to mess it up. This is where all my stuff is, but I haven't.
Write it on the old one. Forget the new
Can
one.
you help me?
1 second. What is the Gemara's question? According to Mishnah,
Already.
latest time for chakras is
What is what? Oh, you have to, I'll do it. You have to line it.
I know.
Line.
Thanks.
Does it work now?
Yeah, perfect.
What is it? Latest time for chocolate is
According to the Mishnah, the latest time for chakras is chatzos. According to the Brisa, you
Right.
can daven after chatzos.
That's it?
Yeah, did you get that? According to the Mishnah, the latest time for chakras is chatzos. According to the Brisa, you can daven after chatzos, so it's a contradiction.
Right, last one class.
Now I'm gonna collect them after. Yosef, so what's the Gemara's question right before we do the answer?
According to the latest time for chakras is chatzot for the Gemara, for the Breita,
For the Mishnah.
Just like the video.
yeah, and then for the Breita, you can daven it after.
Correct. Eitan, can you say the Gemara's question in your own words?
The Gemara's question in my own words that in like when are you supposed to, like, it's a contradiction. When are you supposed to say, like, if you miss shopping, when are you supposed to say it? Like, when are you allowed to say it, and how long do you have to say it?
Okay, so according to the Mishnah,
According to the Mishnah,
how long do you have to say shakri?
until so according to the Brisa, it's after. So
Right.
you're able to say it.
How do we see that from the Brisa? Because according to the Brisa, if you miss chakras, when can you make it up?
After.
At mincha. When is mincha? Mincha is after chatzot. That's the question. That's the contradiction. Okay.
It's just like saying, my favorite color is red, and then tomorrow say my favorite color is blue.
That always happens.
Okay, answer of the Gemara. Let's go. Kuli alma matzli va'azil. All day, you can daven Shacharis. So right away we're saying it's not just, you don't just have until Chatzos to daven Shacharis. No, really you have all day to daven Shacharis. Right? But there's a difference. There's two levels.